As I go along, I'm crossing them all out, and as I get ahead, I'll read the next 6 or so just to see where I'm going. Hey everybody, Model Man here, and I've just been doing some select surgery overall. There's a surprising amount of air bubbles all over the body, so what I've been doing is I'll let everything dry, set for a while, then when it's hardened up, come along, take the razor blade, lance the bubbles, throw some more Solvacet on there, and this is my 3rd pass now. The saucer was pretty good at 2 passes, but I just had a quick look and saw a couple last bubbles that I could get easy enough. Down here, the neck and this section here have been a full 3 passes so far, and I fully expect to do even a little more touch-up in a 4th pass. So the Solvacet is still drying, so there's still blobs of that everywhere. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the decals. There's a lot of run over, it seemed. In some cases, probably because it's clear plastic with water, Solvacet, and a clear decal that makes it really tough to get everything lined up properly. So having a proper paint scheme or a basic color on the background plastic at least might help a little. But I did lose a lot of the shapes for where the escape hatches are. But even then, I found like these 2 here are offset from this line of escape hatches there. And I'm guessing technically they should all be on the same level, and unless there's something very special about that deck above it, or below it, or whatever. So I tried to make a really good effort to keep all the airlocks in line, even though some of them seemed like they were off, or like just strange angles. But overall, the decals add a lot of really great details all over the place. There is a lot of competition between the lower and the upper level of decals on the back there, but it kind of has its own funky thing going on. I am surprised at how bright the white is compared relatively to the 1 or 2 blue colors that are in there. And, oh yeah, so what I was just talking about was overlapping decals. And while some of it was me not getting it lined up properly, other pieces, like I think there are a couple in here where I would line up on the inner phaser panel, go up to here, and it would be overlapping the previous decal. So like, that's a really good example right in there. So I had actually cut these decals with a razor blade, and even then, going around some of these corners, it seemed like those had to be cut on the inner phaser ring. And the same over here. I didn't notice it too much as a problem in this area overall, though. But yeah, getting the decals to line up with the surface structure was definitely a really tough thing to do. But overall, I think it got it. It's pretty representative, and I'm fairly happy with it. One trick I'm going to have to deal with is that at one point the power plug got stuck way up there. It's still within the tube, however, there's not a lot of room in there to really grab and bring it back down again, so I'm in a bit of a bind in that regard. So the Solvaset definitely snugged everything down pretty well. I still think that some of these windows, it could probably snug in even deeper, but it's also a function of the age of the decals as well. And in some cases here, it's really tough to tell what's an air bubble and what is actually a detail. And then down in this front area here, there's simply no way to get a reflection to see what's going on. So still to do is all the bottom here. Everything's been laid out. I'm down to these last two sheets for all the decals total. I know a few of them don't occur because I did glue the saucer to the body. However, something like 159, I've only seen one instance of it, and that was over here on these phaser emitters. And I haven't seen it labeled anywhere else yet, but I'm guessing all the other phaser emitters should have those reds on the ends. If that's the case, then there's probably enough 159s, but I haven't noticed it in the, yeah, there's instructions right there. Nowhere does it say 159 on the edge of the phasers, nor up here either. However, if that's the only place they can go and it's the last thing that I wind up doing, then yeah, sure, no problem. A lot of these I'm still questioning where most of them go. I haven't looked over the lower saucer or the lower hull instructions yet, simply because I've been dealing with this on and off for the last few hours. I think the overall process was probably like 40 minutes to get all the airlocks down and the body too. I don't know, maybe it was like an hour, but that was 5 or 6 hours ago, and since then it's been a few coats. One thing I am noticing is that wherever the droplets of Solvaset do evaporate, there's usually like essentially a water stain, I guess. There's a couple in there, along with a new drop that's drying. So let's actually pull that out of there. Too late, so it's already melted a little into the decal, it looks like, so I probably shouldn't have even done that. So I won't touch either of those. But my overall wonder was, I do wonder if washing that off with water or soap afterwards will get rid of the stain aspect of it. So once this is all cured, and I'm going to give it a full 12 hours at least, then I'll do the bottom, and I think this model is pretty much done, though I will do a final pass of it. And pledge future shine. So that's it for this installment. Thanks for watching. See ya.